one of the things I think about a lot, because it's become a real, like, facet of my life, is that feeling happy and feeling safe and feeling, like, loved and just, you know, like it's changed the way I view the world. Fucking cop. It's changed the way I view the world, in the sense that, like, because I didn't feel safe, I didn't feel secure in my position in life, in the position, you know, in the position I held with the people who were in my life. So I felt like I had to maintain a certain level of, I guess, I don't want to say aggressiveness, that I don't know if that's quite right, but, like, I sort of had, like, you know, I'm not allowed to like things, a lot of certain stuff, right? And a lot of it's stupid. And, like, a lot of it's just like, well, no, like, that's dumb. And even worse, I felt like I couldn't double back on myself. Like, I couldn't reverse those because it would make me weak to admit that I had been wrong before, admit that I've changed my mind about stuff. And it's arbitrary shit. The most arbitrary shit. Like, I mean, okay, I'll cut right to it. For a long time, I hated San Francisco. It stressed me out, right? I hate there. And, like, and it came from a few things. One of which was that so many people there that I would interact with were so pretentious. So, like, you know, kind of had this aura of, like, well, I live closer to the water than you, even if I'm homeless, so that means I'm better than you. And some of that could just be me projecting because I felt inferior. I mean, you know, that's certainly a very good possibility. What the fuck? People can't drive for shit. Holy crap. The other part of it is, it's like, you know, San Francisco is stressful for me. Driving there is a fucking nightmare. Like, driving in San Francisco traffic is such a nightmare. It's, I can't do it. I'm not built for it. Like, it requires a very aggressive driving style, and I am not an aggressive driver at all. I'm very much a defensive driver. Like, you know, I'm not super aggressive. And then just, like, I always felt like I had to be on guard. I had to be ready to, like, fight anything that moved, anything that moved near me. You know, fucking everything is fucking terrible. A phrase I still use somewhat comically now is that everything west of the bridges is Thunderdome. That's all lawless wasteland. So, like, that's all, like, you know, anything west of Carquinez Bridge, Benicia Bridge. Those from the area know. Look it up on a map. Anything west of Vallejo is lawless wasteland. But yeah, so I hated San Francisco. I hated going there. I hated being there. And then it was like, well, San Francisco sucks, but this place is cool. Alcatraz is cool. San Francisco sucks, but I guess Amoeba is okay, right? San Francisco sucks, but the Exploratorium is cool. And what's been happening lately, because I feel safe, because I feel secure, because I feel like I don't need to be tough. I don't need to be in charge. I don't need to be anything except for me. I've been having a lot of fun in San Francisco. San Francisco's been a blast. Like, you know, I've done Exploratorium recently. I've done Academy of Sciences recently. I just went to a concert there last night. And, you know, Masonic Theater, awesome little place. But, like, we hit up a couple other spots before there. We, you know, went to the, I can't remember what the hell it's called. It's like the beach organ. I think it's the tide organ is what it's called. Wave organ. Basically, it's a bunch of pipes, so, you know, right where the tide comes in at and makes a bunch of extra noise. It's really cool. It's just beautiful. It was a beautiful day. Great day. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I'm just having fun. And I'm not stressed out at all. Like, you know, and it's not that, like, oh, I don't, like, I'm unaware of the potential dangers, because I am. Like, you know, I understand what's out there. But it was like, I'm just having fun. I'm having a great time. I'm there with my partner. We're having a blast. And that's kind of what matters. And so, whereas I spent a lot of time being so just like turned on and fucking that like I couldn't enjoy things because I'm too busy trying to front, or I'm too busy just like, I'm just so tense that like I'm basically flooding my own body with adrenaline so I can't just experience. And like, you know, doing stuff like medicinal marijuana has helped. You know, live in California, it's legal here. You just grab it and go and have a blast. That's helped out a lot. Just to mellow out, and then just kind of just to let my mind open up a little bit more. But I think the other thing is that like I'm with someone who doesn't make me feel tense, who doesn't make me feel just like rah. And so that's been the interesting thing for me, is it's like obviously it's easy to say, well, being with the right person will make you feel better, and being with the wrong person will make you feel worse. But like, I feel like it happens in ways that surprise me. Because it's like, I never would have guessed that, oh, being in the right relationship will make me love a place that I previously did not love. And that's not to say that San Francisco doesn't have its faults. San Francisco is still the worst place to drive in. It's a clusterfuck. Traffic still sucks. You get those people who still have attitudes, but I mean, that's anywhere. But you know, living closer to the water does make people feel a little more whatever though. Like, you know, I feel that way because I live an hour and a half away from the water. Like, you know, I'm more refined than someone who lives 3 hours away from the water. So suck it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But like, and I think the zooming out part of it is that I've been able to embrace whimsy. And I know it sounds stupid. That sounds so dumb. But it's kind of true. Because, like, that whimsy is real. A big part of that whimsy is just being able to just enjoy the silly stuff. Like, enjoy the small stuff. Like, be fun, be dumb, be nerdy. And like, that's massive, that's huge. Like, and I think that's been the thing that's been missing from my life, is I lost the ability to be whimsical. Maybe I never had it, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm definitely a victim of parentification. You know, I grew up much faster than I should have, and that's always going to cause its own problems. And I definitely didn't get the help I needed until much later. But it also took changing my circle, changing the people around me, and so that's been a good thing. And then beyond that, I mean, like, the like, you know, I've looked forward to spending more time. Hell, walking back from the venue to the parking garage was so much fun. And come on, we're just walking downhill and just joking around and just having a good time. It's like 11 o'clock at night in San Francisco, and I could not be happier at all. I'm sore, my ears are ringing. That concert was so good, and I'm just in a great mood. And then this morning, wake up and drive into work, and I'm not thinking about the concert. I'm not thinking about, like, this band was great, that band was great, whatever. I'm looking back on the night before, and my brain immediately goes to, oh, when we were walking through the city. Like, when we went to, I think it's Toulon, the Vietnamese place that my partner likes. And, you know, we went there, and it was fun to walk over there and have a blast. You know, going to, hell, where we parked at the parking garage, and then had to walk fucking uphill, fucking trudging our fat asses along. Well, I'm fat, she's thick, she's perfect. But, you know, like, just even that was just so, It was, you know, it was fun. It was painful. It sucked. I'm winded as hell. I'm not built for walking around in the city. But yeah, I mean, it was funny too, because we were talking about like what it would be like to live in San Francisco. And my thing was that I could do it as long as everything that I wanted to do, needed to do, was in the city. If I don't have to drive in and out of the city, I think it'd actually be kind of cool. Because, like, the architecture there is so beautiful. Like, you know, okay, Grace Cathedral is up there. There's so many historical buildings there that are just gorgeous to look at. There's some amazing views of the city. Like, you know, just when it's all hills, you get to the top of the hill and look over, and it's just gorgeous. But yeah, don't want to drive there. I think driving in the city is so bad. That's why I'm glad my partner is really good at driving in the city. She's much more comfortable at it than I am. She has that aggressive driving gene. She knows how to work it. I do not. I bow down and worship her for it, for many reasons, but for that as well. But yeah, I just like I said, it's the whimsy. It was the enjoyment of it. Because, like, we could go do anything. And my brain isn't going to be sitting there trying to find reasons to be mad at it. My brain isn't going to be sitting there trying to, you know, find ways to be stressed out. My brain is just going, you know what? We're going to have fun. We're going to have a blast. We are going to enjoy ourselves. And we are not going to let a single thing bring us down. And I was never able to do that before. And so it's kind of wild to be able to do that now. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Yeah, whimsy, man. Like, it's... Yeah, I don't know. This is a short one. I just wanted to talk about whimsy. Oh, you know what? Okay. This is my video diary. Nobody actually watches this anyway, so cool. The concert itself was dope. It was Electric Callboy, Polaris, and Scene Queen. Scene Queen was a lot of fun. That is bimbo core. So much fun. And then Polaris was really good. They're like I've been calling them Australian Miss May I. And they're a lot of fun, which is funny too, because the bass player from Miss May I was filling in for them. So I mean, maybe that's why I associate there. Really good band, lot of fun, a lot of blast. And then Electric Callboy was awesome. Basically, they're like rave metal. And at one point, they literally had a section where they just had a dude or two on drums. I think they had a vocalist out, maybe even not. But they literally had a dude sitting there just turning knobs, doing fucking hard style, fucking doom, 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 doom. Like, you know, to metal. And so literally we were up in the metal club. And it functionally felt no different than it did when I went to the gay club. You know, it was just walking into a different room. That one was that one was just the rock and metal room. It was so much fun. Yeah, literally just had a rave, great time. But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm happy, and it's nice to be happy. And I think if I was ever gonna send a message to the 0 viewers I have of, like, you know, your own lives, is figure out if you are ruining your own experience. Because I certainly was. I was absolutely ruining it for myself. And I wish I hadn't been. Not only for my own enjoyment, but because by me ruining it for myself, I was also ruining it for the people around me. Because, like, the people who wanted to spend time with me, wanted to make memories with me, and I go under protest because, you know, that's awesome. And so we go, and the memory is that I'm irritated, you know, and I'm kind of like, because I didn't realize how much I was letting it affect me, I'm now taking it out on everyone else, you know, and they don't deserve that. They do not deserve that. And it's selfish of me to do that, you know, consciously or subconsciously or unconsciously. And so it's not fair to anybody. And it's like, you know, we can talk about how part of it's because I was unhappy in my relationship. Part of it's because I was unhappy with myself and my life. Part of it's because I just didn't know how to fucking chill. But all of those are excuses. The main thing, though, is that I was still choosing to focus on the negative and live in the negative and not, you know, not get out of my own way and not get out of everyone else's way. And so, yeah, it's definitely, you know, stuff I'm still working on. It's never perfect. You know, healthy is a journey. Healthy is not an endpoint, especially when it comes to mental health. Mental health is a journey. But it's stuff for me to think about. If you're the 0 viewers who view this, it's something for you to think about too. Are you choosing to not be happy? And is that choice to not be happy making everybody else unhappy because you're taking it out on them? And if you're not sure, really think about the last time you went out with other people, your partner, your kids, your friends. Really sit down and go, how did I feel about that experience? When I look back on it, what do I remember? What do I think about? Because I've been doing that with other situations, and I was not my best self. But that's why we reflect. That's why we think about stuff. And that's what these videos are for. That's what my little channel here is becoming, is my ability to kind of talk these things out with myself, with my 0 viewers. Welcome, please. And just be able to just kind of just like think about it and talk about it and ask myself these questions and hold myself accountable to these things. Celebrate my wins and understand and correct my losses. Yeah, I don't know. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful sunny day. Weather, I think, is still supposed to be good. Get out there, enjoy it, get some sun. Be happy.